Forget ads, forget cold calls. One of the most profitable marketing channels is available for free, and it's called referrals. I've generated over $1 million doing referrals in my business, and I want to show you guys how to do it. Hang on here for this 5-step process on making over $1 million for your referral program. Win before you walk in. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do first is we're gonna need to define who our audience is, right? So in this business, for example, it was moving, right? So we're looking at apartments, we're looking at storage units, we're looking at realtor offices. Find the people who have your leads. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna search the zip codes that we want to target, right? And I usually recommend, by the way, starting a close proximity of your office, so that way your trucks don't have to travel as far, your vehicles don't have to go out as far, and you can service with less time, energy, fuel miles, all those things. After we get our audience, we're gonna select our zip codes. The third thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put these 2 prompts into ChatGPT, my best friend. Here they are, I'm gonna show you guys them right here. And if you notice here, the main things you wanna do is just use the prompt, customize it obviously to your audience, make sure it's the demographic that you want. The first prompt, as you can see here, this is gonna get us our list, right? So this is going to get our list of the businesses and the addresses that we are going to go walk into and do a referral program on. And if we're going to win before we walk in, we want to make sure not only do we have this list, but we have it routed efficiently. So that's going to be what the second prompt is for. So now that we have all the business names and we have all the addresses, this next prompt is going to go ahead and put those in a route for you that's efficient, right? One thing to mention about the route, by the way, is make sure with this prompt for the second prompt, which is going to make your routes, what I want to make sure you guys do is if it's a vertical zip code, I want you to go from north to south. If it's a horizontal zip code, I want you to go from east to west. So important to look at the shape of the zip code so that ChatGPT and the prompt will be best for you. Boom. So now you got your list. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go into MapQuest here, follow these steps I'm going to show you right here, and just put this in here. And what this is going to do is this is just going to show that your route's correct. It's just one way to double check ChatGPT. Then I take this list. Once I verify it's correct, I text it to myself. Boom. Now we're ready to rock. Last thing to win before we walk in is we need to make sure that we're preparing to go out for the best hours on the best days, right? I always say 10 to 4, Tuesday to Thursday is awesome. And I say Friday, 11 to 3 is even more awesome, okay? People are in the best mood. They're always on their TGIF. They're always in a great energy. And I will tell you this, when they are feeling good and they're positive, it's going to rub off. It's going to help you. It's going to be an easier audience. It's going to be an easier interaction. It's going to be great. So now that you're ready to win before you walk in, we got to get one more thing done. And we got to make sure we have the referral program package ready, okay? So we're going to need a 1-pager on your referral program that just explains the tiers, like what they get, how it works, all those FAQs, things like that. Another thing you want is customized business cards, okay? I always like to leave a little blank space, like you can see here, where we actually fill out a specific code. We write it in pen, in person, with the referral program person. So that's always a really good thing there. You can also have a QR code that's specialized for that property or for that zip code, whatever. The next thing you want is you want to have reviews and testimonials, okay? Those are always great to have printed out as well. And then the last thing you're going to want is a COI, okay? So you want a copy of a COI, and this is a bonus tip, guys. If you want to look really sharp and really organized, you can already have the address of the property that you're visiting printed out in advance. And they're just like, wow, this person came in prepared, they're organized, they're sharp, they're clean, they're professional, I like them. Last but not least, on all this material, by the way, you need a local referral line. Okay, that's gonna do 2 things. One, you always wanna make sure that the area code is present because they wanna shop with local. They like, if the area code is Miami and it's 305, you wanna make sure the number is 305, not 868, or it's not 888 or something like that. You wanna make sure that the area code that you're in, it's local to that. And for other things, you're going to want to make sure it's tracked, right? So you want to make sure everything is tracked through this specific number. We actually use CallRail to get tracking numbers. You can use a bunch of different sources, but you want to make sure that all your numbers are tracked, right? So that's really important. And another tip here, guys, when going in person, by the way, you want to have like a little backpack on or like a little bag with you because you don't want to have all the material like in hand. You look salesy, guys, and then you're going to be a big turnoff to the people at the front desk or the first person you talk to or whatever, right? So just make sure that that stuff's in a bag. Not that we're not being salesy, okay? We just don't want to appear salesy, okay? So now we've won before we even walked in. So we win before we walk in. We have our referral program package, and now it's time to do the walk-in and have a ton of energy, guys. I want you freaking fired up. Okay, I don't know if you need to do push-ups or what, but you need to walk in with a lot of energy. Okay, the first thing I'll say is you want to make sure you're in the right mindset. Okay, I always say you're going in there to be likable, confident, and friendly. I don't care what the service is. You want to be likable, confident, and friendly. Okay, and you're going in there not to talk about referral program, even though that's exactly what you're going to do, but you're going in there to like them and make them like you and just have a really good conversation and connection, right? Because people do business with people that they like and trust, right? So what we want to do is we want to make a relationship, okay? And you don't want to come in and immediately go into a hard pitch. It is a turnoff, guys. Don't do that. Here's kind of like a generic pitch here. This is usually what it looks like. Hey, so, we've done some small talk. We've gotten into it. And I just said, hey, Miss Rebecca, so I know we just small talked for a few minutes, but this is kind of how it works. I actually have these cards here. If you actually look at the top here, so this has a specific tracking number on it. This is a different number, okay? So we actually track all our numbers. We're really good at tracking. By the way, you want to really stress the tracking because what that's going to do is, guys, that's going to tell them that they're going to get paid, right? You're actually showing that you're tracking everything. It's really important. It validates that they're going to get paid. Okay. And Miss Rebecca, so you'll see like the back of my shirt, for example, has a different number than these cards. And that's because these numbers are a specific number made just for you guys, just for people in our referral program. And what happens is when your residents or when your clients call us, a spreadsheet's actually going to pull up for our sales team, and there's going to be a place to enter in this code that I'm about to give you. So, Miss Rebecca, real quick, what is the what's the first 3 letters of your last name? Oh, it's Ortiz, O-R-T. Okay, sweet. And Miss Rebecca, what is the last 3 digits of your phone number? Oh, it's 123. Okay, so O-R-T 123. Okay, sweet. So this code, I'm actually going to write this down in my questionnaire here right now as well. I'm actually going to take some notes on you real quick, Rebecca. So I got this in here. So this code, what this is going to do is again, when our sales team gets this call from this specific number, this code is going to be what we put in to make sure that the residents get 5% off for every job that you send, Miss Rebecca. Again, the client's going to get 5% off. You're going to get $50. And they're going to get an amazing company. Usually it's a win-win, but this is a win-win-win, okay? It's just phenomenal. And I actually say this as well, each one of these cards, I don't know if you know who Ulysses S. Grant is, but he's actually on the 50. We were going to put him on these cards because each one is a $50 bill. But look, I want you to pass these out. These are actually going to make sure all your clients get discounts, and we pay you every time that we get a job. So these are phenomenal. Okay, sweet. Yeah, and I know we just done a bunch of small talk, Miss Rebecca, and this is great. Okay, yeah, and sweet, Miss Rebecca. And real quick, one last thing. I see you have like a Starbucks drink on your desk. What do you usually drink for coffee? Oh, no, seriously, tell me. I want to know because next time we come, I not only just want to bring cash, but I want to bring your unique treat or drink. Boom. There you go, guys. So you got some feel there. That's kind of how it works. You do some small talk, you get into the script, kind of like I just did, and then you get their treat. And boom, this should be 5-15 minutes on the high end. And really what you're doing is you're building a connection. You're making sure you get the notes in. You're asking questions, what pain points have. And if it's a service, like let's say you're doing HVAC, hey, what problems have you had with the HVAC company before? Oh, they always park in the wrong spot, or, oh, they're always late. Okay, well, I'm going to put notes on that, and I'm going to make sure that my whole team make sure that doesn't happen, okay? Because clearly these guys got complacent and don't care. So you want to make sure those concerns are all noted. That's important. So you've walked in, you've just done a phenomenal job while you're finishing up with the referral program partner. What you're going to do is you're going to make sure you obviously got their name, their number, their unique code, and their unique order, right? So their coffee, treat, drink, whatever. And I'll say this, guys, less is more, okay? If you start trying to get their email and their address and this, you're creating too much friction to sign them up. We want to make this easy, okay? We want to make this nice and easy. So less is more. Get those 4 things. If you want to get more, you can, but I definitely recommend that less is more. Now you've just walked out of there. You're riding a high. You're feeling amazing. You've just talked to Miss Rebecca, but you're not done. You need to make sure you do 2 things now. We got to put in phenomenal notes, so we got to finalize the notes, and we have to get these follow-up actions in here immediately, right? So first with the notes, again, you just got her name, you got her number, you made sure you got the unique code, and you got their specific unique treat. Well, now what you need to do is you need to make sure all that small talk that you had the next time when you're making your follow-up task, that you have that so you can brief it before you walk in. So now you know about, oh, her kids are in the 5th grade. Oh, now you know her favorite team is a certain sports team. Oh, now you know that her last concerns with the last company was they were always late or they were always cursing or something like that. And then obviously you're going to work on telling her that we're not those things. And then for the follow-up tasks themselves, I mean, we use Asana to track everything, but it could be something as simple as Miss Rebecca, she likes, large black coffee, no sugar, 1 cream. And she's usually there. Wednesdays is a really good time at 2 p.m. So that's the time we're going to go. And then I'm going to have some action that I do. So I'm either going to bring her more cards or get her an updated COI, or you're going to do something, right? Or bring her a little gift, right? So you want to make sure that you have something on that follow-up task. The more personalized the notes, the better that follow-up visit is going to be. Guys, good notes, marketing scales, bad notes, marketing fails. So here we are. We're on our last step, tracking and payouts, okay? So the pipeline looks like this. It's the prospect, first visit, sign them up in referral program, follow-up visits, first lead, first booking, boom, then they're an active partner. Make sure that with that, you have a scoreboard for your team and you want to incentivize them with the scoreboard and hold them accountable, right? So how that's going to look is you're going to say, hey, we're going to aim to do 10 stops on Thursday this week. We're going to go out to 10 first-time visits. And our outcome in the next 3 weeks, we want to make sure we see 2 to 3 first-time leads, right? As an example, right? We can obviously plug and play different numbers. Pay them out immediately, okay? I want to come over there and shake the camera. I'm so upset about it. You got to pay them out quickly, right? Because when they're hungry for the money, boom, they're going to get you more leads, okay? And guess what? It's really simple. The faster you pay out, the more leads you get. There is the 5-step process on how to do the referral program. Guys, this can generate millions and millions of dollars for you. You're going to win before you walk in. You're going to have your referral program package. You're going to walk in with energy and enthusiasm. You're going to make sure that you have your notes finalized right after. And then you're going to set those follow-up tasks and those follow-up visits, right? You're going to make sure those are done right away. And last but not least, tracking and paying out quickly. Yeah, if there was anything that you guys feel like you didn't need or you need more clarification, comment referral. I'll give you everything that I have, any internal stuff. It's specific for my company, but I'll let you guys see it, change it, edit it, put it in Adobe. Comment referral below. If you guys need anything, always reach out, DM, reach out to us, subscribe, like, we love you. And last but not least, guys, go out there, kill it with the referral program. Route smart, pitch simple, track everything, and pay out fast. I'll see you in the next one, guys.